One of those guys needs to be just nailed in the pills.
I really am angling for Watts on that.
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, we might have to put it up to a listener vote kind of thing. Like,
let's do it.
Present 3 small cases, and then the listeners pick, and on the next episode we announce who we collectively kicked in the nuts.
Who's the biggest asshole? First rule of first question: you don't ask questions.
There's Homeland right there.
They went to Margaritaville and trashed the place.
Just because they could. The freedom.
Toby, out of my fucking crack here, dude.
Hey fuckers, how's it going? One of those guys needs to be just nailed in the pills.
I really am angling for Watts on that.
I agree with you on that one.
Yeah, we might have to put it up to a listener vote. Present 3 small cases, and then the listeners pick, and on the next episode we announce who we collectively kicked in the nuts.
Who's the biggest asshole?
I love it. That's awesome. Toby, out of my fucking crack here, dude.
Oh, no, that's gotta stay in.
That's gonna go on the left track or something.
Oh, there's the intro right there. Kobe, get out of my crack.
Yeah, get out of my crack, Toby. Well, Anna was a fucking asshole on my nose, and Toby with his paw in my fucking vagina. I'm like, get out of my personal space.
Well, Stormy has decided to claim cat.
Aw, I can see that. That's so sweet.
And Mac is decided to take up a third of the couch.
Yeah.
Puppy.
Speaking of adorable big things, the giant penguins of Florida.
Get ready for my killer improv skills. Not really improv. I spent, like I said, entirely too long writing this. So, Bigfoot and Mothman and Nessie and Yeti, Chupacabra and Bessie and Champy and Gritty. But do you recall the silliest cryptid of all? It's the giant penguins of Florida.
Oh. And not just Florida, for those of you paying attention, Clearwater, Florida, the home place of Scientology now. Really gullible fuckers out there.
It's an interesting town. I went on vacation there about 4 years ago with a friend of mine, and it was a lot of fun. We stayed in Tampa. We went to Clearwater several times, and we thought real hard about going to the giant fucking Scientology church that's there. And I'm like, they're going to suck us in. They're going to suck us in, and they're going to put us on a boat, and we're never going to see anyone we love ever again.
They'll put you in.
It's just the shambling corpse of L. Ron Hubbard at the helm.
Yeah, that's clearly what I expected to see there.
Florida itself has a very rich history of cryptids. From the initial skunk apes, you have talks of the Chupacabra down there. Even in the Tampa Clearwater area, old Hitler, and no, we're not talking about the man, we're talking about the mammoth hammerhead shark.
Whoa.
What?
Yes.
First question. What?
Yeah, there's a legend.
Old Hitler, the giant hammerhead shark.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because it first was seen in 1942, and they're like, look at this giant thing that's eating all of our fish. It's a bastard.
Did he have a little mustache?
Oh, the mental image of a hammerhead swimming at you with the stash just going in the water. First question.
No, this is the second one. I asked the first one.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. Is this where Adam Sandler got the inspiration for the penguin from Billy Madison when he got drunk? Because the entire state was clearly on something with this one.
I don't know. I really don't care about Adam Sandler's inspiration, to be quite honest. I found out about this particular case because Ben has this book called, what's that book called? Weird History?
Weird US.
It's called Weird US, and he was flipping through it one day, and he's like, have you heard of the giant penguins from Florida? And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And there's a little blurb in it, and then I did some research and had entirely too much fun looking into this.
And how much wine?
Not as much as you'd think.
Okay.
Well,
I mean, I am on glass too, and I have my cool.
oh, I like that.
I won it at a horse show.
Oh, before we continue,
Yeah.
should we
Yeah.
give a toast for the dedication of this episode?
Yes.
I think it's only right, Dominique. I was going to say call out the toast.
Oh, thank you. We're putting this one out to my grandma. Thank you, you guys.
Yeah.
She's in the hospital right now,
Mm.
and we're not sure what she's going to get. So, thank you, guys. I'm just drinking water on this toast, but I had this in the gym with me earlier. For those who can't see this, now would be a good opportunity to think about joining our Patreon so you can see what I'm talking about. I had this with me in the gym, and it's just water, like cucumber water and mint. And my buddy Jason comes through. He's like, "So I see you've taken to bringing fucking vodka to the gym with you now." I'm like, "Yeah."
The only way to work out.
That's what I thought. I'm like, Dominique is chugging white rum right now. Like, metal as fuck. Let's go.
That would not be something I wouldn't do. So
I have your basic white girl white wine. I'm drinking Barefoot Moscato.
oh,
But I wanted to drink it in my pretty wine glass with the glass seahorse on it that I won at a horse show.
And we're drinking Voodoo Ranger Imperial IPA over here.
ooh, that sounds good.
Nice.
Kicks like a mule. Could be a couple other things, but yep.
And what am I drinking right now?
Moving on. So these...
I could add to this because I'm not drinking anything fun, but I'm smoking I'm vaping some new Sunshine OG Kush.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I still have to try that edible you brought over. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll do that in the morning. I'll get nice and high and then go have Thanksgiving with mom and dad.
Exactly.
You can say that because they don't listen to this.
Well, yeah, really. You never know.
Yeah, I'm blazed as fuck. It's fantastic.
Can I guess that they're not pro cannabis?
Dad said some things that makes me think he smokes every so often.
He doesn't
Oh.
smoke.
I think
If he smokes, I'd be fucking shocked. Now,
Mom-
did he used to smoke? Probably.
Dad did a couple other things.
I'm sure he did.
that.
You
And
were the one
Mom-
who told me.
Yeah, they're allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, and mom used to smoke cigarettes. I'm sure she dabbled in the day.
I would love to get blazed with Mom.
Could be
Because
fun.
if drunk Mom's that funny, stoned Mom has to
Drunk mom is a pretty good time. There was the day that she started throwing frozen Snickers bars at Matt. That was pretty awesome.
Sorry.
Or the day she taught us how to properly fling a pea on a spoon.
Well, because
Oh.
you executed it very poorly.
I thought I could make a catapult.
It didn't work. It fell right back on his plate. And she looked at him. And we totally thought she was going to lay into him. And she's like, "That's not how you do it. This is how you do it." And she hits him square in the head.
That's
It was awesome.
That's metal. Talk about metal. That's
Yeah,
fucking
mom is kind of metal.
Jesus.
Mom used
Mom is kind of
used
metal.
one that the weeks I had to play goalie in hockey, anytime I wanted something, she'd just whip it at my head so I would catch it.
Nice.
And she'd
That's
look at
kind
me
of
and
how
go,
the frozen Snickers bar came about.
yeah, because Matt, you need to work on your glove hand.
Well, and we'll throw like candy in the freezer anyway, like those little fun size, just because they're a little bit better cold. Or if they were kind of melty, it just firms them up a touch. And he asked for one, and she whipped it right at him.
I caught it.
Awesome. That one, I don't think you did.
But
Anyway.
back to other funny things. Giant penguins in Florida.
So this originally started in 1948. The initial sightings were in Clearwater, but it was also along the Gulf Coast and the Suwannee River. And this started in February of 1948. People started reporting giant three-toed footprints in the sand. And at the time, Clearwater was a pretty small town. It had about 15,000 people there, so definitely not huge. I mean, like I said, when I went there, we went bar hopping, and the bars line up and down the beach there.
Yeah.
So we were at the beach, and then we packed up all of our shit and went up and down the bars. that had the first bar that I went to that you could order a margarita with a Corona in it.
Oh, the Mexican trash can.
Yeah.
Sure. And Alex got it, my friend got it, because I don't drink beer, but she does. And I had just a regular margarita, because that's how I roll. That was fun. And then we watched the MMA fight at that bar, because it was only a little weird.
That's kind of cool.
Are we sure it just wasn't a fat World War II vet with the 3 toes? He got fragged in the...
Yes, we are sure it's not that, because people thought that the prints initially could have been made from sea turtles. Now, when I looked at the print,
Jack Sparrow landed there. Jack Sparrow landed in Clearwater, Florida.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Back hair.
I don't see how it really could have been made by sea turtles, just because, I mean, it looks like a giant fucking 3-toed footprint. And they were spaced out quite a bit. The prints were 14 inches long and 15 inches across, so they were pretty big. And they would come out of the water, and they would follow along the shore for about 2 miles or so, and then they would disappear back into the sea. So they were like, it's something that lives in the water. And it would follow this MO. And one time, old 3 toes, as they started to call it, knocked over a lifeguard stand and left a bunch of weird, like, hairs and feathers around. Right? So then, because...
First off, imagine the giant 3-toed penguin coming out of the water. That's like you stopping at a Quick Trip on the road. That's its pee spot. I'm surprised I didn't go with that. But then he goes to his normal bathroom, and boom, someone put something in the way. He gets enraged. He's had to pee since Virginia. It happens. He's been swimming down from Canada. I see it.
All I can see in my head is Bender from Futurama when he joined the Penguins, but a giant Bender.
Oh my God.
That's what I see in my brain.
What was it? If it's not white and black, peck, scratch, and bite, or something like that.
Yeah, something. If it's not black and white.
Peck, scratch, and bite.
Yeah. Yeah.
They used to be such peaceful birds. I suppose this was your doing.
Yep, it's like I taught him. If it ain't black and white, peck, scratch, and bite. Now, to take off my tuxedo... Guys, it's me, your lovable dictator.
Matt, do you remember the day you ran into my room while I was doing homework and you're like, oh my God, Sarah, did you hear? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And you're like, the penguins are coming. And then he runs out. I was studying for some test or something.
I was about 8 years old.
No, because we were in Crystal Lake.
Okay, so I was about 12 years old. Doesn't make a difference.
I'm pretty sure I was in college at that point.
So I was about 17 years old.
Yep, there it is.
Okay,
there it is.
Changed. Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed.
It's only advanced. It's advanced darkness.
Yeah. Doing what you would normally do if you see weird-ass footprints is they made plaster casts, which that's a pretty normal thing. You see weird-ass footprints like
they
so
really could do that?
Apparently.
Wow. Okay.
I don't know how to make a plaster cast.
Pour some shit into some shit and scoop out the shit, and there you go.
There you go.
There is your scientific explanation of how to make a plaster cast of
I'm here for my scientific knowledge.
Thank you.
Yes, that's why you're here.
Our expert questions.
By July of that year, students from the Dunedin Flying School claimed that they saw a creature swimming near the Clearwater Bridge, and they described it like a furry log with a large head of a boar. Not sure how penguins came from this, but that is what... Yes!
Oh my God.
I'm super serial, guys.
It's Man, Bear, Pig!
I'm super serial. Half man, half bear, pig.
I thought it was half pig, half bear man.
Whoosh. That's all I can say to that.
Excelsior.
Excelsior, yes. Another couple reported that it had waddled along the beach and then disappeared into the surf. So by this time, it had created a lot of buzz, and it had attracted some experts. No, it's better.
I can see that face of, wait, it gets better.
Wait, it gets better. So anyways, these experts came out, and some of them had said whatever made the prints must weigh at least 2,000 pounds. Somehow they came to this answer. They didn't show their work, so I'm not quite sure how they came to this answer.
They didn't defend their answer.
No, they didn't defend their answer. They didn't do very good at math homework because they didn't show their work. So even though they could guesstimate that, they couldn't say what made it. Then the big expert shows
it's
up.
A man penguin pig? I don't know. Giant seagull. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. Sure.
What did come out of the water? Pterodactyl.
But it has the head of a boar, so it's like a giant penguin pig.
Hey, let's not concentrate so much on this. We just won World War II.
Yeah, really.
I mean, honestly, what else are we going to do? We needed something fun.
Hey, that Truman seems pretty enjoyable. He did drop the bomb.
Enjoyable is the term we're going
with. It was just down in Key West, so like...
Oh, it was Truman that did it.
Yeah, the little White House, he might have just... He was known for swimming. Maybe he just swam up.
Yeah,
Truman in the water.
He was old 3 toes.
Yeah, right.
It's been Truman the whole time. We solved the mystery.
Hey!
Get on Instagram.
So in November of 1948, Ivan Sanderson came on the scene. And he was a big shot. He was a renowned zoologist from New York. And later in his career, he would go on TV shows and shit and bring like animals, kind of like how Jack Hanna used to. But fun fact, he is the one that coined the term cryptozoology. And he speculated that the footprints were made from a, quote, vast penguin that was 15 feet tall. And this is my favorite part. He declared that this was, quote, definitely not a hoax.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so he called it a fast penguin?
A vast?
Vast.
Oh, vast.
Like
vast tracts of land. It could have been fast.
Booking down the beach.
Stop breaking shit, dude. Well, how dare Anna be on the back of your chair earlier?
Yeah.
How dare she?
Tisk.
This is Annie's world.
And cat butt.
Exactly. She's going to show you her asshole now, too.
And there's the weekly dose of cat butt.
Yep.
Hooray! Yeah. Regardless of what anyone saw or said, these footprints went on for 10 years. This went on for 10 years, and no one knew what the hell it was. Fast forward to 1988.
I was born.
Yay.
Yes! I have graced the world at this point. You're welcome, America.
Time now has meaning, you guys. Matt's been born. Okay?
Welcome.
Everything up to this point didn't matter.
We are at 32 a.m. right now.
After Matt.
Or AM.
I like how BM works on 2 different levels.
Not a cult.
Not a cult. It was the same year that Matt was born. This guy, Tony.
Yeah. Wait, by the way, first question, not a cult. That's the t-shirt idea right there.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah. What the hell is going on?
It's fight night.
Again?
I that earlier, too.
The first rule of first question is you don't ask questions.
What you're doing is you're thinking about it, and we all agree. The first thing is we don't think about it.
Don't think about it. So Tony Signorini came forward and admitted that all of this was a prank. He and his friend / boss, Al Williams, made cast iron penguin boots and stomped around the beaches. But I guess this Al Williams guy was a pretty big prankster. And he would do shit like this all the time. And he was inspired by the idea by looking at National Geographic magazines with dinosaur footprints. And then he was like, fuck it, let's make penguin boots.
Okay.
I want to work with this guy.
They carried this joke out for 10 years. That's gotta be the funniest shit in the world to you. Like,
Dedication.
look at all these assholes gathering out on the beach.
Yeah.
Dedication for real.
My question is, what were the unknown fibers and hairs?
Right, yeah.
Because they just took the opportunity to go destroy Jim's lifeguard nest in Poncho Bar.
They went to Margaritaville and, like, trashed the place.
Just because they could. The freedom. I've heard being a mascot is the most freeing experience ever because...
You've heard?
Yes, I've heard.
You've heard?
You could do whatever you want. You're the mascot.
Okay.
You're the giant penguin of Clearwater, Florida. Why not trash a Denny's?
That's true. Why not?
I mean, it wasn't a Denny's, but yeah, I mean,
Denny's could be the logical next step.
yeah, it should have been.
Or
Some
like
guy
a
comes
dojo.
running in a penguin
know.
suit, eats someone else's eggs over Slammy, runs out.
I want to be there that day.
Yeah. Yeah.
He
gotta do
could
it.
eat my dinner, and I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
You gotta do it at one of the first two booths, though, or else, you run the risk of being tackled.
Well,
Yeah, that's true. Especially nowadays.
So,
God, how great would it be to live back then when you could actually make a cask of a penguin?
Dude, what's stopping you?
Knock over a lifeguard station, turn over.
What?
a Denny's.
What is stopping you?
What?
Well, now that
Yeah.
we've recorded it,
That-
this.
You just got to change it up enough and not get caught. Come on. What did Papa teach us? Don't get caught.
And say the word damn at 3, and at 7 ask, how the hell are you?
Yeah. It was a parlor trick for me to say damn it when I was a child. They thought it was cute. Yeah, I could only say it at Papa and Grammy's, though. I couldn't
Oh,
say it anywhere else. I'd get in trouble.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's so like wholesome.
Weird.
And weird. And fucking weird.
Welcome to our family.
Welcomes in my life. Tony and Al worked at Auto Electric. I'm not quite 100% sure what they did there, but I lied. I do know what they did there. They made the boots there. And I would bet they were on the clock when they did it. So good for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
And
they
then
kinda
If
just
you're
worked
getting
after
paid
hours.
hourly, you're taking the longest shit of your life while you're getting paid hourly.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, getting paid to shit. That's true.
So these guys just got paid to make penguin boots.
Yeah,
Possibly.
because I'm assuming that they did this on the
Nike
clock.
picked up on this idea. If Nike picked up with the Air
No.
Penguin,
But you'd have to like shove your toes into like each like hole. I don't know how that would work. Like your middle toe would be in the middle,
Ugh.
and your other toes would be out.
yes, but they would figure out with some bullshit to make us buy it every year, being
Yeah.
like, yes, the middle toe makes you jump higher.
It's like those toe socks or those toe shoes.
No, I can't.
So they created these boots in the shop, and they would take out a rowboat in the middle of the night, and then Tony would put on the boots and hop out of the boat and walk around the beach, and then hop back into the boat. And the next morning,
Wait, how far away from the beach were they? Did they make Tony swim in the boots?
Yeah, that's what I don't know.
Well, the boots are made out of
Mile from shore?
Right, you have to walk up the whole way.
the boots were made out of cast iron, so
He has a
hopefully they
snorkel on.
didn't make him go too far.
He has
Yeah,
oxygen.
dude, let's go. What's the penguin walk record?
Right, there you go.
And all I can see is Al in the boat saying, "Get in, bitch, we're going to Taco Bell," like afterward.
Al's sitting there with a PBR in hand, like,
Oh, they had to have been drunk.
just, this is a day to get away from the missus.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If I had the opportunity, I'd totally be doing this too.
Dude, we should do it when you come down to the state I live in.
Okay, you start working on some boots.
Giant horse hooves. The giant horse hooves.
Make a unicorn cryptid. Make a
Fuck yes.
unicorn. Do it.
Yes, and then we'll leave behind glitter-filled
Yes.
hoof prints.
And little shits with rainbow colors in them.
Yes.
Just random piles of frosting with
Yes.
rainbow sprinkles over it.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Matt Hilgons. Yes, I am a unicorn expert. I can clearly tell this
This is definitely not a hoax.
Not at all.
Definitely not a hoax.
That's real.
Sarah's in the background putting the same frosting on like a cookie. Not a hoax.
Not a hoax.
Not a
Nom, nom,
hoax.
nom, nom, nom. I would not be able to keep this secret. I would not. I would just, that's my problem, is I get so excited about something. And I was like, oh, you have to know what I just did.
Yeah,
Like, I
oh my
told so many people. Guess what, guys? I rewrote the lyrics to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I was
I'm
there,
terrible.
and you literally stopped what you're doing. You're like, you guys,
I was
look what I just did.
That's dude. I already got it. I already got it figured. That's when we just get you blackout drunk, so you don't remember the shenanigans of the giant horse hooves of.
Can I not get that drunk? I don't ever want to be that drunk
No.
again. That makes all of my cells hurt. That makes my DNA hurt.
Liquid IV.
That's true.
I guess.
I have some. We're good. We got this.
Like, I'm good.
No, you are not putting an IV into my arm.
It's not an IV. You put it in your water.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the hangover cure stuff.
Yes.
Good.
Oh, I thought you were going to, like,
Do you really
give me
think
an IV.
half a vein? Do you really think if we went out?
No, I was positive you cannot do that.
And I'm sitting there with a needle and an IV in my hand, like, dude, don't worry, we got this.
Because
Why
number
are you now an octopus?
Because number one, I know you can't. And number two, my veins will turn into the cast iron that you make the fucking boots out of. Actual medical professionals have a hard time inserting a needle into my arm.
Yeah, you don't need half-drunk me trying
Fuck
it.
no. Fuck no.
So why would I give you an actual IV?
Because you called it an IV.
It's called liquid IV.
An IV means in vein.
They were trying to be catchy.
It's just a catchy name for a hangover cure.
Well, now that I know that's a thing, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Please leave that whole argument in there. And thank you to our new sponsor, Liquid IV.
Yeah, please send us some so I know that Matt's not totally full of shit.
Only partly. It's Gatorade without the sugar.
Well, it's like a lot more than that, too. I don't know what.
It's way better than chugging Pedialyte.
Right, yes.
Because I've had to do that a couple times, and it's not fun.
It's horrible. It tastes awful.
It does. Well, unless you have the flu. And then it's like, oh, good. I actually get some calories in me right now.
Pedialyte is the cure-all. You're hungover? Pedialyte. You're 2 quarts low in your engine oil? Pedialyte.
It's fine.
If you're low
It's
on
fine.
gas, just throw in some
Pedialyte. And some, 151. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you do that mixture, it's called a liquid baby. So Tony Lazzaro, or whatever his name was, came forward.
Nah, where did you get Lazzaro?
It's Signorini.
It's Signorini.
It's the first zombie in Dahmer's Angels.
Why? Oh, why does that make perfect sense to me right now?
Makes perfect sense.
Why? It's like Lazarus. That's why it makes perfect sense.
Yes, actually, you are 100% correct. Yes. Anyways, the next morning, after Tony would walk around the beach with his boots on, the next morning, one of their friends would call and report the sighting.
No shit, that's diabolical.
Right?
Brilliant.
It wasn't random ass people, they were
Yeah.
friends.
That's brilliant!
So think about it. Think about how many people had to keep this fucking quiet until 1988. So-
Almost 40 years.
Right. And the only reason that Tony told anybody is because Al had died and Ivan, the renowned zoologist, had died. And they had both been dead for like 10, 15 years at that point. So that's why he finally came forward and he's like, hey guys, I'm the giant fucking penguin. And fun fact, he still has the boots and he will whip them out for special occasions and photo ops.
That's so cool.
Yes!
It's ridiculous. The pictures are insane.
Oh man, the hero we didn't want it, but the hero that we needed.
It's the hero that we deserve.
Yeah, the heroes that clear
This
water.
This guy is wonderful. I love this man. To sit there and have that, not only is it your joke, but you bring in 2 of your buddies. At least 2. At least 2 of your buddies.
And I'm sure he got married at some point, and he carried these fucking boots around. So who knows how many times he moved from 1948 to 1988.
Reference back to Jack Unterweger. How do you bring that up? Is I just have a little problem.
I was just there were questions asked. Boots. Yeah, at some point there were questions asked. How do you?
Or was the wife in on it?
Or was the wife in on it? Right.
Maybe. But then there's another person that pulled in on the secret.
Yes, but
so when somebody says, well, I can't keep a secret, we know that. But how many people had to be in on this?
Think of it
and they never said anything.
Think about it this way, all right? Me, you, Dominique, Ben, and Kat, and we'll throw in, I don't know, Loki. Because one won't talk. We already got that one.
Yeah, down. Loki. It could be Toby.
Annie.
It could be
Annie. Yeah,
Annie. There we go. There we go. And we decide one day that we're going to go to Crystal Lake. We're going to make giant moose feet.
Right.
No, I thought they were going to be unicorns.
Yeah, unicorns.
Yeah. We do our unicorn prank there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the next day, in the paper, on the front page, it says, weird creature found on beach, and it becomes a thing.
Weird creature found at Main Beach.
I was just thinking, and I love it, and everybody in Crystal Lake would be like shitting a blue bean. Oh my god, it'd be so funny.
And I'm like,
and then we do it again just to do it, and more people come. And more things go on. And then all of a sudden we're like, shit, let's make this
We're in too deep.
Right.
And we gotta keep going. And then they bring in a zoology expert.
Oh, shit.
Then they bring in Carol Baskin.
Carol Baskin.
So, no, she wouldn't come
in. To be Catherine.
It would have to be the giant panther of Crystal Lake, not a unicorn. Carol Baskins doesn't know shit about unicorns.
Wait. Tigers, all the way. Carol Baskin would be drawn here by the tiger energy.
But
Carol
think about
fucking Baskin. I love it.
One drunk night's prank becomes, first off, town-wide top news. And then you're like, holy shit, let's do it again. And then it becomes citywide top. And then they start flying in people. That's the funniest damn prank you've ever done. And there's years between foot sightings when you're like, okay, Timmy's going into the first grade. We can't keep doing this. I got to be a dad. And then one night, the wife and the kids are out of town, and Al hits you back up and goes, hey, I got the feet. Let's do this.
Hey, I rented another boat. Let's go.
Let's go.
It's go time.
This is everybody's best friends on the greatest drunken night ever.
Mm-hmm.
And do you know how much it would blow up here?
Oh my God.
It would be oh my God, it would be great. Now that we're talking about it on this, we can't do it.
We'll find another town. There are plenty of towns that we can pull this in.
We could go to Elk Grove and do it.
And unfortunately, my sense of humor would want to bring us into Hell, Michigan, and do the Hell, Michigan Demon.
Yeah.
Hell, Michigan Unicorn, because it's unexpected.
But this is probably what the conversation was, but not over Jitsi Call. They were sitting around having a few beers in somebody's garage and being like,
hey, look at these dinosaur footprints in this Nat Geo I have. Wouldn't it be funny if...
Dude, let's make some penguin feet. The sheer fact that they chose penguin in Florida.
I don't even know if Tony and Al set out to make specific penguin feet, but everybody else said it was made by a penguin.
True. Did it just take off from there? Maybe
It was Ivan Sanderson, the renowned zoologist from New York, who said it's a vast penguin that's 15 feet tall.
A real chunker of a penguin.
That weighed 2,000 pounds.
He starts booking towards you like he's wanting to win the 100-yard dash.
I wouldn't call what penguins do booking. I would say waddle.
Stop!
Stop!
We're
Yeah.
gullible. Humans are fucking stupid. We're really fucking stupid. So,
I wonder if
exactly.
that's why they picked this spot.
I knew those people were gullible.
They had to. L. Ron
All
Hubbard had
coming
his
together.
boat
like-
surrounded by young women the whole time, reading through a cryptozoology book and being like, "There's homeland right there."
Oh my god, that's like such a dead on balls impression
That's
of him. Oh,
gross.
that's creepy, but cool, but creepy.
That's gross.
Seriously,
Please
good?
keep working on it for when we do our Scientology episode, but please don't ever use that voice with me in casual conversation. I will punch you in the throat. This is your warning.
Please tell me you watched the video.
Oh my god, I watched the whole thing.
didn't.
Did you watch it? You didn't watch it?
I'll have to watch it when we're done.
Oh, the best, the ending with the, you could walk out of here.
Or
You could jump off a bridge or blow your brains out.
Or
It would be stupid.
out. Like, I'd rather actually.
Someone recorded it. They snuck in a video camera to record this, and whoever did that is the biggest example of a hero we've ever seen.
Some heroes don't wear capes. Sometimes they smuggle in recording devices into Scientology meetings. Sometimes they put on penguin boots and walk around the beach.
I'm glad you tied that all in.
Hey, look at me.
Queen of the tie-in.
Hey, I do what I can. I don't know how to tie in this next part, though. I did want to talk about my coworker / friend's documentary. So a friend of mine from work, John Corris, is working on a very interesting documentary called Demetrius DuBose All American, which is the story of Demetrius DuBose, who was an NFL player who was shot by police in kind of suspicious circumstances back in 1999. It's terribly sad, and John used to play with him at Notre Dame. So when all of this went down, John did what he could, but now he's making this documentary, and he has been doing interviews and trying to figure out, doing it to celebrate Demetrius's life, but also to kind of shed some light on what exactly happened. Really interesting. Everybody check out his trailer that's on YouTube.
We'll be doing it right after this.
Yeah, the trailer is really cool. I can't wait for this to come out. He's still gathering information and doing filming and stuff like that. It's still in production. Guys, check it out. It's definitely something that I would like to look more into. And I don't know, maybe we can hop on and talk with him. But we're really bad about keeping things serious. This is a very serious thing. So we would have to get our shit together and be serious.
So we might actually have to do one sober, is what you're saying.
Oh,
you know what? I would still crack fucking jokes sober, dude.
Yeah, this was the yoga pants episode.
Yeah,
right.
This is the yoga pants and hoodie episode.
Soft, comfy, and looks good on everybody.
Yeah.
Fun fact, it's totally what I have on right now.
Yoga pants hoodie.
Yeah, I show you my yoga pants, but I'm not that flexible. I did not do yoga in these pants today. I was gonna. So that's the giant penguins and Chorus's project about Demetrius DuBose. Yeah, I think he actually posted some of our stuff on his Facebook page. So that was kind of cool. Yeah. Yeah, because I kept bothering him to listen to us. I was like, so I'm just going to give you a little warning that we are not at all serious about anything.
I mean,
never have been, never will be.
Never will be. And that's okay. Sometimes true crime needs something other than just morbidity and moroseness.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
Well, thank you for listening.
Keep asking questions.
Make your own reality.
And let the facts be your answers.